everyone, my name is Katia Calanine from calaninedesigns.blogspot.com, and today I'd like to share with you my very first video on YouTube, so welcome to my channel. I'm also showcasing my brand new designs that I created myself for some stamps that I hope to create in the craft industry and share with all of you. But for now, I printed this on regular cardstock, 110-pound cardstock, and created the design and created a copyright-free, actually a commercially purchased script called Isabella font, and created my own design here and printed it on one piece of cardstock paper, and then printed it 4 times and then cut it out. You can't see it now, but used a stitch die to create the outside border edges. So today I'm going to be using the Zig Real Color Brush pens. I really love these. They're beautiful. Not sure I would use them on cardstock just because I noticed that the paper pilled. But I'm going to paint or color the 2 outside bulbs with the red, the 2-color red. And in the center one I'm going to create and color the bulb in the middle, a light shade of green, just to kind of add that Christmas feel to the card. So I confess I'm not the greatest editor on video, and the voiceover is my first time doing this, so bear with me as I talk you through all of this. I'm not an expert colorist by any means, but I'm certainly a little bit on, I've gained a little bit of expertise by watching other of my other 2 favorite talented designers, Christina Warner and Jennifer McGuire. I'm sure everybody knows who those folks are. And I get a lot of inspiration from both of those ladies. And there are several other ones that I have a passion to watch. It's kind of like waking up on Christmas morning, so to speak, and watching their videos. So it's real fun. But I'm just coloring in the bulbs here, basically, just using really light brush strokes. And then I'm going to come in with the darker marker and add a little bit of shading. And you'll notice, too, that when I start coloring with the darker color, there's a little bit of streakiness going on. I didn't mind that so much because it's my first attempt using these markers on this kind of paper, so it really didn't get the blending that I was looking for, and I just checked the back to make sure it wasn't bleeding through, and it looked to be just fine. And then I added more shading on the other bulb here, and I wasn't so concerned about the lack of a blending, as I know that over time the colors will blend out a little bit more as the whole card dries and the coloring and the blending dries a little bit, so not too bad. So I just shaded that with a little bit more brush stroke, and now I'm picking up the green, and you'll see that this green probably was a little bit on the lighter side, lighter than I would have wanted, so I will take this card design and actually create another card with this using a little bit different colors on the bulbs, and I'll definitely post that to my Pinterest page as well as my blog channel. So while I'm coloring, I'll just tell you that I'm interested in seeking to find some type of manufacturer to help me create these into actual stamps that people can actually use to recreate their designs on their own using my stamps. So I don't know if that means starting my own stamp line or becoming a designer for another company, but any ideas would be welcome because I'd love to do that. I took these light bulbs and hand drew them, and then actually created and refined them in a program called Inkscape. So it was a little bit laborious, but I had a good time doing it, and I enjoy that type of thing. So next here I'm using my Wink Stella. The first brush was out of the product inside, so I picked up another one that I had on stash and created some sparkle to the light bulbs, because Christmas isn't Christmas without sparkle, right? Anyway, so it turned out really pretty, and I'm sorry I sped up the video here because I'm new to all this, and I should have slowed down, but there I basically cut some gray cardstock, and here I'm adding some glossy accents, and then you can't see it, and I did this in another portion of the video, but I put a really pretty piece of the silver sparkle cardstock behind to frame that stitched part of my design. And here I am picking up some multi-matte medium, putting it to my craft sheet here. And believe it or not, that's not really a craft sheet. I have to tell you that I went to the grocery store and picked up an oven liner mat, and that's what that is. Excuse me, it's a non-stick surface, so it works just like a craft mat, and it's really smooth. It's black, so it doesn't have that weird mirrored, you know, weird funky designs that come through on some of the craft videos that I've seen before. So I really like this craft mat. It's easy to clean, and I also did buy one for my oven. So it turned out really nice, and I like using it. It's quite large as well too. So I think I spent like under $13 for the whole mat. So here you see me fiddling with and trying to figure out exactly the placement of the sequins because I wanted to add those. Once I figured out exactly where I wanted them to go, I placed them down using some multi-matte medium. I don't think I used enough, but here I am wiping off a little piece of the multi-matte medium that I got on the surface of the card that I wanted to make sure did not show through on the final card project itself. So you can tell that I had a little bit of a struggle there trying to get that particular one down. Anyway, I think I stuck my finger in some of the glossy accents. Thankfully, it did not pick up and ruin the impression of that particular green bulb in the middle there. Note to self, make sure that's all dry before you start touching the glossy accents. So again, placing those last two pieces of sparkly sequins, and I wiped up my craft mat using that product on the right there, and I'll share that in the description below too. But that's my finished card. So I hope you enjoyed this project and liked the finished product. And remember to make sure that you subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you like this, and I welcome any comments on the video, the editing, the card itself, the design. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and ciao for now.